Well, good morning. It's Monday morning. We're going to be looking this week, just touching on the topic of good works and how that relates to a believer. Does it relate to a Christian? And what are the aspects of that? We're probably not going to go deep into it this week, but maybe we'll touch more on it. But just to give some highlights as we think of that this week. So we're going to start off with the book of Matthew, chapter number 5 and verse number 16. The Lord begins, of course, Matthew with the Beatitudes, chapter 5 with the Beatitudes, and goes and spends about 3 chapters from what we see in Scripture, at least, and what we're given, and talking about a lot of different topics. And we find the Lord's Prayer in part of that and so on. And we find in Matthew chapter 5, verse 16, says, "Let your light so shine before men." Now, he was talking about the fact that we're light and we're salt, and giving us some ideas, some pictures, some comparisons for us to understand. So let your light so shine before men, before people, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Now, very clearly, we understand from Scripture that good works does not merit us salvation. Good works has nothing to do with obtaining salvation, obtaining God's forgiveness, and so on. So understanding that, but do we as a Christian do good works? Should we do good works? What's the Bible say about it? So we find Jesus speaking in Matthew in chapter 5, and he clearly tells us the purpose. And as we start off, let's start off right with the purpose. We find he starts off with the purpose of good works. So let your light so shine before men that the display, the evidence, if we could say, not for, and again, the purpose is not that we are magnified or that we're looked at and say, wow, what a wonderful, wonderful person, but that they may see our good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So the good works, the things that we do, we're going to look more into that this week. But start our week off. Let's start off with the purpose of what we do, why we do, and we could find so many verses in Scripture that gives us, as we look at the intent, the focus of why we do what we do, or why we should do what we do. And that is to magnify Christ. That is so our Father in heaven is glorified. So let your light shine. Light, of course, illuminates, but light can be seen from a long way. And so we are to let our light shine so that when others see us, they see our good works. Now, James talks about faith and works. Quite an example there. But we can say that we have faith, or we can say that we're a child of God, but if we have no works to back that up, Jesus said he came not to be ministered unto, but to minister. He did good works. Again, to give evidence and, of course, ultimately glorify his Father, which is in heaven, as we should do. So, should we do good works? Yes, we should. What should be the end result? What should be the goal? What should be the ultimate objective? So that the people who see our good works can glorify our Father which is in heaven. We're going to look more at it this week. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you tomorrow.